Welcome. I wanted to make, excuse me, my blog posts, video posts. Obviously, then people can enjoy them more, understand what I'm saying. What am I saying? It's a medication that makes me funny. No, the main reason for doing the video blog is because at the moment I can't move my arm much, and I'm right-handed, and I've fractured my right humerus. So some of the videos I try to keep them about 5 to 6 minutes in duration. We'll talk about dealing with certain issues while being in this current situation, or about how I deal with other things in my life, such as being a comedian or battling cancer and all that kind of stuff. But also, we'll take this into account because the biggest thing is that you, even though it's temporary, it's broken bone. For anyone who's broken a bone, I'm sure a few of you have, you lose your independence. Um, and you can't do things you normally would. So it depends, obviously, where you break your bone, but in my case, I'm right-handed and I broke my right humerus. So, yeah, no, it wasn't funny at all. It was not a humorous situation, guys. I know you're thinking of a whole bunch of really bad puns, but don't. Uh, it's not important how it happened. Suffice to say I was not drunk and I was just walking kind of normally, just downstairs, and yeah, you fall and hurt yourself. And that's the summary there. I originally, the treatment I got, I don't feel was great. I had also dislocated my shoulder, so they give you laughing gas and morphine, and they try to put it back in place. And I have a very high pain threshold. I've kind of had to because of all the other stuff, bone cancer and such. Painful shit, to be quite honest with you. So that, and if going in and out of ED a little bit because things were not done properly. Little things like having the correct sling. No, I do have the correct sling, but it wasn't on properly. That kind of thing. Like I didn't know my elbow was supposed to be so well supported. My hand should be a certain way. That makes a massive difference. But as I said, we'll talk about losing independence for this first episode, we could call it now. So not comedy at all, unless I say something funny. But losing independence. It's particularly in winter when it's really, really cold. You might be able to hear the fan on the gas heater on in the background, very noisy. It's that cold. I live in an old, beautiful house, but it's freezing. You can't go out as much. You need help showering. For the first few days I couldn't really shower at all. I needed help. It's really uncomfortable asking your flatmates. One flatmate helped, the other one didn't. And then I got help from nurses in hospital, and I've got a home care person who comes 4 times a week, so I can only shower 4 times a week. Yay. Gross. I can kind of wash myself, but face cloth and soap, but it's not the same. Particularly when the hot water actually helps my sore muscles, and there's lots of bruising and aches and pains. So I love having a shower. It's one of the things I really enjoy. I'm one of those people, you either love them or you don't, showers, right? I love them. I find them very therapeutic. So not being able to do that without assistance and only 4 times a week kind of sucks. Hopefully that won't be for too long. Other things like I have to use my left hand now, so I have to get people to cut things up for me. I have to get help with meal prep from either home help or my flatmates, generally my flatmates, because home help's very limited in what they can do, and it's not for very long. It's helpful though. But you feel quite isolated and alone. Well, I do anyway. Because you can't go out and I can't take public transport and things like that because it's always quite crowded. I don't want to crash into people. And I'm always a bit nervous. I've walked out by walking by myself in the last couple of weeks. It happened like 10 days ago, I think. And walking around in public, what if I trip up on something? I'm scared all the time that I'm going to slip over. It's because just little things. Like I feel like, like it's little old lady who should be careful. Sorry dear, I didn't mean to slip over. Oh God, I broke my hip. How horrible is that? I feel like that kind of old lady, and because I have the myeloma, my bones are sort of like that of an old lady, so that doesn't help things. But I kind of lost, what freedom that I did have, and I was already battling before, so now I'm like, what do I do, Anyone else? You know what I mean? Like, it's temporary loss of independence. Like, oh, can someone please, look, I can wipe my ass, own ass, thank God for that. But can someone please, help me brush my hair, help dress me? You just need to help dress my top up. I'll sleep pretty much in my clothing from the top half anyway, from the day, because it's just easier and less painful than having to ask one of my flatmates to please help me change into my nightie. And I don't want to ask people because I'm proud. It's okay to ask for some help, around the house. Like, I'm sorry, I couldn't do my dishes. I have an excuse not to do housework for several months. Ha ha ha. Those kind of things. But I want to be able to do my laundry and have a shower and do my thing. I feel so embarrassed. So anyone who's been through that, who's broken an arm or a leg, legs in some regards I think are worse. At least I can walk